Trigonometry might seem like it's all about triangles, but it's actually the secret language of everything that repeats. Think about sound waves, the seasons, even the motion of a Ferris wheel. It all comes down to a few core ideas. Let's start with the unit circle. Imagine a circle with a radius of exactly 1, centered on a graph. Any point on its edge corresponds to an angle. The x-coordinate of that point is the cosine of the angle, and the y-coordinate is the sine. So, at 60 degrees, the point lands exactly at 1/2 on the x-axis and √3/2 on the y-axis. This circle is the key to understanding trig beyond simple triangles. But the right-angle triangles you first learned are still vital. Remember SO, CA, TOA? Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. If you know a right triangle has a 30-degree angle and the side opposite it is 5, you can find the hypotenuse. Since the sine of 30 degrees is 1/2, the hypotenuse must be 10. Simple and powerful. And here's where it all connects. As you travel around that unit circle, the sine and cosine values rise and fall in a predictable pattern. If you plot them, you get those famous repeating waves. Sine starts at 0, rises to 1 at 90 degrees, and falls back down. These periodic graphs are the visual signature of trigonometry, perfectly modeling natural cycles. This understanding allows you to solve more complex problems, like finding all angles where sine equals 1/2 within a full circle. It's not just 30 degrees. Thanks to the circle symmetry, it's also 150 degrees. So, from the fixed ratios in a triangle to the endless waves on a graph, trigonometry provides a map. And the best way to learn that map isn't just by looking, it's by practicing.